Hello and welcome to Games That Grow Your Biz. This is a very special episode. I am Jean Barry, your business game expert, and today we're going to be talking about a very special game. It's one that I invented and actually changes your business and opens up a lot of magic inside of it. And to do that, to play with this incredible game, I have invited Astrid Mueller. Astrid is not only a brand consultant and strategist, she is the author of Permission to Sparkle, and she's incredible at playing. I might say that. And not only playing, but playing in business and playing in a way that actually shifts your world. And so, welcome. So glad you're here, Astrid.
Thank you so much for having me, Jean. It's such a pleasure and honor to be here.
Well, this is a project, of course, that is near and dear to my heart. And you and I actually met through this game,
Yes,
and which
indeed.
is incredible. And I love how your playfulness had someone in our mutual person in our world refer you to me and saying, we need to talk. Clearly, you
Yes.
are on the same wavelength. And now, what, 5 years later, here we are. It might be more than that. 6, 7 years. I don't remember now, but it's been a while. So thank you for being in my world, and thank you for coming to play with me today. So I'm gonna, without further ado, we're gonna dive right in because this game was designed to open up intuition in a way that actually allows you to trust it and get into action on the things that are most important and most inspired inside your business. So let me go ahead and pull it on up. Here we are. Ooh. All right, so the game is Angels, Peacocks, and Butterflies, 100 Days of Miracles. And you'll notice, actually, this is the business edition. This was designed for business people. Inside there are a few things, but we're going to go straight to the decks. There are 3 decks inside. The Angel deck, the Peacock deck, and the Butterfly deck. We'll set those over there. Actually, we'll set it right there. So, this is how you play. We're going to shuffle up this deck. Yeah, let's set those down for a second. And let's take a breath. Being in our sacred space, this is an opportunity for us to check in with our business, to take 5 or 10 minutes of your day to totally align and get to the space of knowing what is right and best for your business. So
Yep.
step number 1, pick up the Angel deck and shuffle it on up. Astrid, do you want to say stop when we're at the right card?
Stop.
Ooh, it actually fell out the bottom. Ooh,
Perfect.
fabulous. Energy. We're going to grab the Butterfly deck next. We're going to shuffle it up.
I love your game. It's
Ooh,
always so
there it goes. It
magical.
popped right out.
Woo!
Chakra 6, business evaluation and future planning. And then finally the Peacock deck. We'll see if this one pops out. Otherwise, you can say stop. Whoa, they're just flying all over today. They have lots of information for us.
Stop.
Okay. Ooh, fascinating.
Ooh,
Enrolling. All right, this is
nice.
actually pretty cool. So inside the box is this journal card. I'm going to pull off yesterday's. We'll set that right here and find a pen because apparently I don't have a pen right here. There it is. I dropped it on the floor. And we fill in what we got. So we put the Angel card right here. Energy.
Yep. So now it says I am. It's forming a sentence that doesn't make sense to the mind, but it will give you magical answers. So you take the cards and fill in the blanks there.
Okay, so now we're going to speak this sentence and we're going to listen for what our higher self wants to tell us is the end of this sentence. So here's the sentence. I am energy in my business evaluation and future planning. Therefore, I am enrolling. I got a quick answer that popped right into my head. I'm kind
What
of
did you
curious what you
get?
got, Astrid.
I
Magic.
got something like big fish, like big people, like shooting big people.
Yeah.
Big.
Big clients.
Mm-hmm. That works.
Ideal. 100% aligned. Yeah.
Hmm.
Cool. So this sentence is designed to be the space where you stand in your business today. There's actually no doing inside of it. It's simply the energy of hanging out in this space and seeing what rolls out throughout the day. And then the next thing we do is actually we take this angel card that we drew today, energy, and you become what is this card. So when we become energy, you feel where it lives in your body. It might be a spark or a warmth or a movement, something inside your body that tells you that is where energy lives in your body. So say to yourself, I am energy. And when you say that, where does it live? I get an instant response kind of right here on the top of like my diaphragm, kind of. And where do you get
Hmm.
your heart?
I got it here on my chest, like my
Yeah,
heart
kind of on your
space.
chest there. Yeah. So wherever this lives, it doesn't matter where it is. Sometimes I have people say it lives in their hands or feet or head or neck or somewhere else like that. You're going to take that information of where that lives and we're going to grow it. So we're going to grow energy in your body. We're going to grow it to fill your entire torso. You now energy in all of your organs and all of your torso. You're now energy in your hips. You're now energy in your thighs and knees. Your energy in your calves and feet and toes. Your energy in your shoulders. Your energy in your elbows and hands and fingers. Your energy in your neck and head. There is nowhere in your body that isn't energy. And now we're actually going to bump it out about a foot from you, and now you're in a big bubble of energy. And from this space, I'm going to ask your soul's guidance, your higher self, another question. And here's the question. In light of that, in light of being energy, what is your key action for today? I got one right away. That was finished drawing some illustrations that I'm doing for a book that I'm writing. What'd you get, Astrid?
I have wildness with doggies going on, and I got ground myself.
Ground myself. Beautiful. And so this action then is a sacred portal. It is a contract between you and the universe. And when you do that action, you get a miracle. You get a miracle today, next week, next year, but you've shifted the matrix of time to actually cause miracles in your world. And so this is the extraordinary part about this game, is that when you actually then play every day, you start to get miracles every single day. And yet there's actually another really cool part of this, and that is this booklet that's inside. And inside, it allows you to tally what you got, to get some of the bigger pictures. So you can see in this one, I tallied a whole 100 days of what I got every single day. The days 1 to 25, 26 to 50, 51 to 75, and 76 to 100. And after they've all been tallied for each set of cards, then there's a place to actually look for some of those deeper insights, some of those bigger messages, and maybe even blind spots that are showing up that allow you to move forward in a faster, bigger way with more ease. And so that is the Angels, Peacocks, and Butterfly games. And you can see how it truly shifts worlds in a pretty compact time period. So sitting with that. Business, I think, is a really interesting personal growth journey that allows us to, as entrepreneurs, and especially creative entrepreneurs, to step into places that we've never been before, doing things we've never done before, and asking of people things that we don't know how to ask them. And so when we listen to our intuition, I think it truly makes a big difference. Do you have any insights of, or I know you have incredible stories about following your intuition and what has happened when you've trusted it and actually gone there. You want to share one?
Yes, thank you for asking. So I The first story that comes to mind actually pertains to creating your own game, which is also what you're brilliant about, helping people. So my story was that I was trying to grow my business in a hard way, in a traditional way. I was in a big coaching program, paying a lot of money, and they were teaching you systems and ideas of how to do it. And it was like doing webinars and things like that, and it wasn't aligned for me, and it wasn't coming from my intuition, and it felt heavy, and so I pulled the plug. I actually went outside for a walk with dogs on beautiful Kodiak Island. I walked into the sunshine and let it go for a moment, and when I was by the sea, I asked my question again to hear my heart and my intuition. What could be the best thing for me personally to do marketing? And that's when I got the idea, as I let that go for a moment, just playing with the dogs again and just not even really trying hard to figure it out. I got the inspiration come to me to create my own card deck and to make a game challenge instead of like a typical challenge that a lot of others were doing at the time on Facebook, to create a game challenge for a week. And so, being a designer, I went home, I designed a card deck in an afternoon, which is very streamlined, simple, but it was beautiful. It was an alphabet, and I used it later. I filled in what I was going to do. It was around branding, which is one of my superpowers. And so I made a challenge, an online challenge with a card game. And it totally lit me up because it came from my intuition. And then what happened, I had, instead of like 3 to 5 people showing up and things that I did, I had 36 people show up, and they played full out a whole week, and really engaged with my game. And so that was my a marketing story for following my intuition, and also a reflection of how magical games can be for your business. And that's also why I aligned with Jean, and how I got so excited when I was introduced to you and I got to play with your game that I also played with for a longer period of time, and actually got a lot of intuition for my business from the game. And then always enjoyed the tallying at the end of the month once I figured out how to do it. It's a little complex, but there's so much magic in it that it's actually really cool, where it shows you how you have grown and what your focus for your business was at the time, personal development focus. It's super fascinating to get a bigger glimpse into the bigger picture of spiritual growth with your business, actually.
Well, and that is so incredible, and I love that. But that is not unusual, and that's actually really similar to my story as well. Even when I invented this game for the first time, is when I put it out there. I launched it with a pilot program, and I had 40 people who bought the game, enrolled in that first pilot program, and totally launched my business. That's exactly what
Mm,
happened right inside of that. Is it launched my business. It set things up. And I have to say, when I did that, I had 129 people on my list. That is all I
mm,
had on my list. And
that's awesome.
to think that, where are you going to find 40 people? But the process of a game and then having people lean into it because it's so interesting and different. So that is absolutely a common story that I hear of people who have made games and we've helped make games have had happen, is that people start showing up and saying, how can I help you? How can I be part of this? How can I play with you?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and there's so much magic around playfulness. Actually, I think that's also why people are so eager to engage with businesses who have a game, is because most grown-ups don't give themselves enough permission to play. So we all have this interior subdued craving for more fun, especially in our business. And so if you have a business that serves another business somehow and you want to make a bigger impact and you have this play factor, you have magnetism built in. And people don't even fully know what's going on, but they're like, I want to play with you. How cool is that?
It is absolutely incredibly magnetic. So that's beautiful. Well, I really truly this was my idea for today is I wanted you to actually see the game that launched my game business. So I so appreciate Astrid you coming and playing with me and
True.
hanging out with me. My game is actually still for sale on my website. You can still find it if you want it there. If you want to find more about Astrid, you will find the links below as well. And her book, Permission to Sparkle, is on Amazon. And what else do you need to know? I'm really excited to have you all here. If you are interested in games or you're curious about games, definitely shoot me a message and or go to my website, jeanberrypresents.com. And we have some little ideas in there about how to find out if a game is right for your business. So hop on in. I am Jean Berry, your business game expert. And until next time, I invite you to breathe, connect with and listen to your intuition, get into a line, inspired feel-good action. And finally, I invite you to play with your business in a way that grows your impact and income. If you like this video, please click the like button, add a happy comment, and subscribe.